And we are on.
I'm in color.
You call to order. Move to ratify May's minutes. So good. Brooks? I need drawing.
Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm having a really hard time hearing. I couldn't hear anything that just happened. Can you guys check the noise
Okay.
cancellation setting?
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are talking underwater.
As soon as more than one person started talking, it was like could not
Is this
hear a
any
thing.
better?
Oh God, yes.
All right.
What'd you do?
Maddie Lee, say something.
Going back to what we did, I moved to ratify the May minutes.
Is that better?
Yes, much better.
No, Solak seconded.
Solonic seconded.
Okay. All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Opposed?
Are you abstaining? Yeah, boom.
All righty. We've got financial report next on the agenda.
Financial report on the agenda. Currently, in the savings account, we have 2346.48. In the checking account, we have $1,900.11. Those pennies are important. Metronet bill has been paid for the month. It is pending in the account right now. It should come out this evening. All right. I have tithes to pay and 2 tithes to pay. We owe Mother Church $84.32. All right, let me get this right first. Total income for the month of May, $2,266.42. 5% of that budget is $113.32. That's your advertising budget.
Okay, what was the number? Sorry, what was the income number again? I apologize.
$2,266.42.
All righty.
Advertising budget, did you get that number?
113.32.
Yes, ma'am.
Good deal.
Tied to the Mother Church, 113.32, less $29 from Linode. We owe them $84.32. Choice Charity, 114. Choice Charity gets rounded up because they don't do change.
Okay.
So I rounded up to the nearest dollar. Those will be paid after this board meeting, so that will be taken care of. Zeffy, $280. 2 people. Patreon.
$792 with 15.
Paid.
47 total.
Wow. Wonder how we convert those.
Wait, we have 47 total, but 15 paid.
Yes.
We have 32 free. Yeah, that's the free ones.
Yep.
Free or lapsed?
Yeah.
Free or lapsed.
Still show up in
Yeah,
that audience number.
I haven't dug to see if that includes lapsed people.
Setting up a campaign to get us transferred over for Patreon to Zeffy is a project available for somebody to go at this point.
One of the things I wanted to meet with Bill to see how the Zeffy works for the transferring of like the videos and everything. So
Okay.
I have
My,
like,
my thought on that is that we can provide the videos through our current system and Vimeo through a combination of that and just control access based on who's got what level exactly.
I was planning on taking that. I just wanted to get Summer Festival behind me before I added that project.
Okay,
And I will help you with
But
that.
we had been talking of like piecemealing, looking at it. We've been kind of like teasing around
And
it.
I can help you with that if you would like, because it's gonna take a little bit.
Yeah.
We've got some of the backbone done.
Yeah.
You just need some help. All right, I would be happy to help you with that if you would like, anyway.
I do have a question though. Does our raffle proceeds go to the temple project? And
They,
if so, is that the savings did not change from.
I have not got them transferred over yet. I will get them transferred over this week on
Okay.
Friday.
I just wanted to make sure I was understanding and that was the case of why it had.
Yep. I'm putting it on my to-do list, which is right there in front of, this is not the to-do list, the to-do list is over here. Right here. Then I'll get that taken care of on Friday. There it is, look. To-do list.
We have any, like large outstanding pending, debts?
We're gonna have the payment for Hopper. And we're going to have the payment for,
phone system and insurance.
are the next two big payouts. Insurance is August. And the phone system is in the next couple weeks, isn't it?
Do you have a price on the grasshopper?
Just a second. I seen something in my email about it.
While you're looking that up. I believe also July is when we do our safe sanctuary.
Yes,
So if we were paying, if the church was paying for board members, that would also be an expense
Yes.
factored in.
so Grasshopper renews on June 25th.
Okay. And that is going to be, I've got it right here. Doesn't say the total on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
It's, I got what it cost last year. Last year was $828.90.
Was it, what again?
828.
That sounds about right. I saw an amount go across the screen at one point this year with the renewal notices, and that sounds like a great.
So 828.90 is gonna be the renewal notice for that, or the renewal cost for that.
Oh, I know we had I know Weaver's Keys, it would be Pathkeepers now. Do we have a fourth one going in? Was a pen in there too?
Yes,
So
Penn Penn's paying a very nominal amount, and that's what we can afford right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, the other thing.
Alfred, would you be able to speak to how much Pathkeepers could potentially contribute to that?
What does it look like? Pathkeepers would be, how many people do we have doing it? We have,
There's four phone numbers attached to it.
okay.
I don't remember how much you did last year.
I don't recall either.
Let me see if I can find it.
Uh,
It would have been
about, I'm
probably
sorry, go ahead.
no, it probably would have been about this time. So I'm gonna just check and see if it tells me. Um, seeing it. Would have been June, surely.
Out of my head.
Well, wasn't that one? I'm not finding it. Did we do that one maybe via? We did that one via Messenger. I don't remember now. Let me look. Would have been. Oh,
Did the review on the 25th of this month.
that's not it either.
For
This is
Well-
is this the first year? Did we have we had it for 2 years now or just 1 year?
So,
No, this is the first, we've only had it for 1 year.
really?
Yeah.
Yes, Grasshopper, we've only had for a year.
We had the other system sideline
We had-
before then.
Okay, no, I'm seeing 2024 we had a vote on it. Hang on, I'm looking at Messenger.
Okay,
We did it yeah, so we were looking at sidelines. Let me see here. Um we're talking about I'm double checking here. I've got a big long
We basically
no.
discussed it previously. We broke down the monthly cost and determined that there was not a less expensive alternative to
Yep.
allow the church phone to ring multiple phones the way that we need it.
I found it.
Came along for the ride.
Mhm.
I found it. A Tiger Dragon Kimpo offer it did 165 for the year.
About, I'll do 200 on it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it breaks it down, it's about $69 a month for this.
Mhm. All right.
You gonna
Uh,
just,
So I'm marking down Path Keepers is going to provide $200 for the phone and cover 200. And then how much is Penn going to cover?
paying the cover to like $12, because it's what we can afford, because it's what I pay for sideline right now. And I will get that this next month when I
You
pay
think
rent, get it to you.
$12? I just want to make sure I have that on the record.
Yes,
Well, all right. Okay.
Alfred, you gonna PayPal that, write it the check, how you gonna handle it?
I can PayPal it.
Okay, I just wanna know what, I want, so I know which way the money's coming, brother.
No problem. Just shoot me a message.
Okay, I'll
With
put it
the
on my
e-
list.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I don't think because it's a recurring thing we need to do any kind of vote on that because it's a yearly thing, just like our insurance, right? This is just
Right.
yeah.
Did you also want to put in the outstanding bills coming up, the Safe Sanctuary?
Oh yes, thank you. I'm gonna make a note of that. Save sanctuary. Okay, and that's is it still $11 a person or
You know, it's 20,
it's
20,
it went up?
yes.
So hmm for the board, what we're at 10 people, right? So that's $200. Um, I have a question. Did did we did Brian and Tamara and Heather all do it last year?
I don't think they did.
Okay.
Pembroke might have.
I thought Brian did his.
I did mine last year. Cause it was right around when I was dealing with dad.
You did.
Camera completed, no. No, I don't have one. No, I don't see them on it.
Okay.
Is that something that you have to pay to get the links, or do you just pay once it's processed? I know you.
Oh. Maybe we finish it. Okay.
Um. What's the process on this? The payment and submitting it are asynchronous because I have the login to the ATC background check system. So what has to be done is going into wherever it's currently living, I have to ask them for a new link every year. It feels like, to pay usually through, what is it, Moonstone Gas now, or whatever they're calling the Mother Church store, to pay for the background checks and give them the name that each one is attached to. Last I checked, that was $19. So that happens asynchronously, and then I have to send the link to the people who are doing it to fill in your name and social security numbers that I'm not getting at. After they fill it out, then it shows up in the pipeline in the background system, and then I have to manually go in and tell it to do the background check and tell it to send the training link. And then
Okay.
I go in and follow up and say, okay, did the background check come back, which usually it does really quick. Did they finish the training? No. And then it expires after a week, and then I have to send it again. And then I have to check. Did they do the training? No. And then it expires after a week, and then I have to send it again. And I have to keep doing this. That's how it works.
Well, my thought process was just trying to figure out a way to save money in the process. That was just what I was trying to do. My thought was, if they weren't active last year and they haven't really been active on the board lately, we had a couple of options, and this is where my brain was going, was we could just not worry about them because we're worried about active board members. We could potentially talk about taking them off the board so it's no longer an issue. And just making sure we save the money where we can. That's kind of where I was thinking.
So the most reasonable option to me seems like, because I've asked before if y'all still want to have them on. Nobody's jumped to kick them off, and it's fair to have founding member status. But if they are not active, then it's not fair to expect the church to pay for training that they're not going to follow through on when they're not coming to board meetings.
Yeah.
So the logical thing might be to take them off active board membership with the option of coming back if and when they decide to do the training and come to meetings. Thoughts?
I like that. I like that option. I was thinking
Andy
also.
had her hand up over here.
Oh, I can't see.
Yeah, I'm not on camera, so Ella couldn't see.
Sorry.
I propose that we create a legacy board member affiliate or designation, and that way they're still honorary board members, but they're not actively, they're always welcome, but
Well, and they're non-voting, not being on the board means that their seat doesn't require quorum.
That's
correct.
Right, and it helps it where we can establish quorum easier too, because it takes our number of seats down.
That's where I was heading,
Okay,
but
yeah,
But
That
but
would-
that way we can still honor what they've put into building the organization
Mhm.
and not just like, you're off the board.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm like,
Well, yeah, I didn't want it to be like, yeah, you're out of here, see it. That's why if we have the option for them to come back when.
I think that's the main reason why nobody wanted to jump on that anyway, because they're founders and we don't want to do anything with that. But I like your suggestion, Mandy. Would you like to formally propose that?
yes, I formally propose that we create a legacy board member status for our founding members who are not currently participating in board meetings.
I think it's important that we need to include non-voting
I was, yeah.
in the
Yes.
language for legal reasons.
I
I'm
would
gonna
like
say a
to,
legacy non-voting.
hold on. I'll make an amendment to your proposal that this position is a non-voting membership. They are still technically a board member, but they do not have voting power until they decide to come back and actively participate in meetings and go through the training that is required.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Anybody opposed?
Motion carried.
So now that effectively, what's that make our quorum now if we just taken 3 people off?
4.
Baker quorum 4. So,
Have
yeah.
a quorum, we have to have 4 board members here then.
And then I'll,
Get lazy.
No, that does not mean we get lazy. It's just that's just so that we know.
Yep.
To make it a little easier because every time at meeting we're sitting here counting to make sure we got enough people.
okay, so that would put then also that would make the general expected cost of background checks 140 instead of 200. Nice, just a little bit of softer blow there. Do we have we kind of switched up to that. Did we have any other stuff on the financial related stuff? Because we talked about the outstanding bills. I've got insurance, which we don't have a number for insurance, do we?
It's roughly 1,800. or
1,800.
1,650.
18, something like that. I can on my list I will poke at them to see if
Okay.
I can get over renewal notice so I can see what
All right, good deal. And then I've got Grasshopper phone system total of $828.90 with $200 being covered by Pathkeepers, $12 being covered by Penn. And then background checks for $20 per person, so about approximately $140. Anything else we need to add to any of that?
how many I got a question. So that background check, you're talking Solonox, myself, Ella, Alfred, Ashnaday, Malachi, and Maddie Lee?
Yeah.
All right. In previous years, when we've needed it, we've had other people
I
do
think-
this.
Yeah, but I think standard policy is that people pay their way to cover the board
Okay,
unless there's extenuating circumstances, which we go on.
I think we have covered other people before on a case by case board vote.
okay,
I think
Just
right
with-
now, pinching the pennies, right? So if somebody wants to be
Absolutely.
added, absolutely, we can. So they'll need to pay.
all right. All right, got that on my list.
All right, good deal.
Did,
If you want to reach out, counsel to. Adis, thank you.
yeah,
Adis is the one that I usually contact regarding this stuff because she runs the Spiral Scouts and so she handles the background checks and stuff. So reach out to her for the current link to pay.
okay. If I can get a hold of her, I will.
She should have been able to tell you.
Right. You wanna hold this till Welcome Summer Festival? Okay. That was another reason why I came back up here, because I remembered that.
All right. Do we have anything else on that? Are we ready to move on?
I think we're good to move on. Anybody else got any other questions, quandaries, concerns? Oh, do have a possible expense coming up with for the writer that was donated to us. We need to possibly get a new battery for that because the battery is shot from what I hear.
We haven't tried putting it on a charger yet, though,
Right,
so
there's that too, and I have a trickle charger, you got a couple chargers, 3,
I have 2 or 3.
so. We'd like to be able to get that to see if we can put a charge on that better before we expend that.
Well, if
And I
it's
got-
over $100, you know,
Yep.
we do that over Messenger.
Yep.
So
But we also, and I also need to pick up some cotter pins and a couple bolts for it, but that's chump change. I'll put that out of my pocket, honestly. All right,
all right. So next item I've got on the agenda is security report.
Okay, so last event was Welcome Summer. I wasn't able to attend the whole thing, so I haven't heard if there was any mishaps. So do we have any alibis for Welcome Summer? Any issues?
There were 2 kids that looked like they wanted to cause some problems until I picked up my camera and pointed it at their faces. And then they walked away and left us alone.
Okay, good job.
um, my sister helped fill in with medical this year. My best friend from high school filled in with medical this year.
Mhm.
And honestly, had no issues at all, no band-aids were given out, no nothing. But she thoroughly enjoyed herself and said she would be happy to come back and help again with that project.
Awesome.
That's
So-
awesome.
She really thoroughly enjoyed herself. It also gave her and I some time to spend together too, so that was really nice. Because
Very
we have a
good.
big problem.
Had a
Glad to
lovely
hear.
day, didn't hear of any other incidents.
Say again?
Had a lovely day, didn't hear of any incidents.
I did not. So, all right. The liquid Benadryl that was purchased, has that been added to the first aid
Yes,
kit? Awesome.
I also happen to know what was it, the headache medicine, ibuprofen or whatever, Tylenol, whatever it was also there because it was used actually for a headache on the day. So
Good.
okay, so then we did hand out some Tylenol, but nothing else.
yeah.
Um,
Do you have
don't know if it's the building aging or somebody was prying at the window on the front door. But one of the trim pieces is busted on the glass on the left door near the bottom.
Mhm.
Okay, didn't know if that was something we need to be concerned about. I just pushed it back in so it looks whole again, okay?
Is that
It
something
looked like
that's been
it was
happening?
recently tried at.
The whole front needs repairs, it points against the building, maybe we can talk about volunteering. I don't particularly want to talk about property management as it stands.
We don't have to.
I
Thank
would
you,
like
Bill.
to make a note to because I don't think we said this in the last one. We did get the security cameras put up on the back windows.
Okay.
Yes.
That was gonna be one of my next questions. Is
They
it-
are up. One is in the pantry window facing the parking lot. One is in the back store window facing the parking lot.
Okay, good. Yeah, it was a good catch on damage to the door.
Maddie
Sometimes-
Lee seen it,
Okay.
I
or
saw,
somebody seen it. One of,
I saw it just as we were walking in for this meeting.
All
And I
right.
had- Noticed it before. It looked
Sure.
like it freshly pried.
Yeah, it's a good catch. Those are the kind of things you want to look out for, because if somebody tries a little bit, I'm not saying that's what happened here, but if somebody tries a little bit and they see they get away with it, they might come back another time and give it a better effort. So
Yeah.
catching small things like that's important. So for the EOP, I have not made progress on that this month. I have very little time other than to work and sleep at the moment. And then was there any progress on getting finding an attorney?
Not yet.
no, yeah, still working on that. I'm working on it. I've got a couple calls out. I will call back and poke again and move on. on
Yeah,
that.
I figured this is gonna be something that's gonna take us some time.
I'm working as fast as I can, guys. I will.
And I appreciate it. That's really all I have, unless anybody has anything for me.
Also wanted to let you know, make note so that everybody knows. On the large pantry door, the door sweep at the bottom,
I noticed that's coming on.
it come off the rest of the way today when I opened the door.
Oh, okay.
So that's something we would probably should go,
Yes, we do need to replace that. That was our responsibility.
go get something to replace that. That one could probably be put back on. I'll just go get a fresh one to put on it.
Yeah, get a fresh one, by the way.
Okay, just letting you guys know that I'm going to be purchasing a new door sweep to fix that back door. The bolts rusted out. The screws rusted out is what happened. It's old.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Questions?
Mm,
All right. Next item I have on the agenda is Welcome Summerfest review, because we have not done that yet.
it's happened.
So,
We have, as a committee, have had a chance to sit down, schedules just haven't aligned this week, to do our personal review. I feel like it was very successful. We have, our theme and our headliner, it's set in place for next year. We have the event up. We've got some vendors who have already secured that, their vending space. Now that we spent this year with the Odoo and kind of getting our feet wet with that, we feel pretty optimistic that we can implement the tiered pricing. So as we get closer to the event, we basically ran out of vending spaces this year. So as we get closer to the event, it is gonna cost more for vendors to secure that. So earlier you get in, the cheaper it's gonna be for you.
Starting at the 30.
We're starting at the 30. We're starting at the same price that it has been.
And we were able to add 5 slots at least, and then
Yeah.
Cass is gonna talk to the parks about other arrangements we might wanna make. We got a lot of feedback wanting more.
Yeah.
So if we can make more happen,
We're going to try to make more happen and not spend more money than we have to.
But we have to meet with the parks and see what we are allowed to do so that we can work our magic and do it within those boundaries.
we can add 5 booths with the current format that we're doing, and in that space, we had that much space at the end of vendor row this year. So.
There was, there's a couple little, things we tried that could be a little better, but, I think for what we did, it came together really well. I was really happy to see our upgrades and our improvements. I hope that someone was able to look at our banner, from driving distance, because up close it is a little pixelated, but when driving, I don't know if that's a problem. I didn't get a chance to drive and look at it.
So that's what hit me the first time I ordered a Weaver's banner, and it's why you've got to make sure that the size of your project in Canva is actually measured in the feet that you're gonna be printing on.
Yeah.
So, and that you've got vector graphics, and then you zoom in to make sure your vectors are smooth.
Yeah.
At eye level before you get it printed, learn that the hard way.
We
So
learned it the hard way.
I didn't get a good look at it this time around.
I honestly forgot that we got a new sign. It was not up. when I
Um,
got there.
I've got
I came in from the north side, so yeah.
a lot of it, well, it wasn't up by the time you come in either. They didn't get put up until after the fact, until like 9,
Yeah.
8:30, 9 o'clock, so.
So from the systems perspective, we got 89 distinct registrations in Odoo for Welcome Summer Festival. That does not count registrations and other sources. I do not have a good system for funneling them all in yet, and that's part of what I want to work on for next year. But I see 89 just in Odoo, and I know there was a bunch on Eventbrite, and there were some in other places. So we also had 71 registrations for the movie meal.
Nice.
So I did get a really cool outside perspective. The person who worked with me for PT that afterwards, actually rode through as the event was tearing down. And she said it looked like a really cool event and she wants to go next year. So,
Awesome.
All the feedback was good. We only got a handful of surveys filled out, only the day of. But all of it was 4s and 5s, and this was wonderful, and we loved it, and we will definitely do it again, and just more. The only real complaint was being able to hear. I would like to brainstorm this year on non-electronic techniques, because humans have been doing this shit for thousands of years without electronics, so I think we can get around an electronic amplification band if we plan it properly. So, just a brainstorming thing. But that was the only real complaint anybody had. I do plan to send out an email to Welcome Summerfest subset, so attendees and previous interactions. I'm trying to get people to fill out the survey again before it gets too much later, and see if we get any more reviews, but
oh. I will finish editing the pictures on Tuesday. I have not had an opportunity to get to my computer this week.
Fair enough.
were you able to send the window over?
I touched base with him and that will be sent out tonight.
And I think I said this maybe on Wednesday, but I believe this was our most successful raffle that we have had, to my awareness, of any raffle we've done.
Other than that first year, but that was before you. But yeah, you had a really good, really nice turnout for that raffle. That raffle was beautiful. I got some feedback on the nice large signs that we had so people could see things. There was one con about the schedule. It was a little hard to read. Maybe if we bold that or something to make it a little bit easier. Was also a couple of vendors said they really liked having the spots laid out for them. How we did that worked out really well. It was nice. And those were reusable, so we can just reuse them because I laminated them so they don't get
Mhm.
trashed. We might have to reprint a couple of them. They think they got lost in the shuffle, but overall, that's small potatoes. And that was a graphic that Maddie Lee actually created and I stole.
And one of my ideas for next year is for us to use them and actually put their names on the space. So then they don't have to necessarily go and look at the map. They can just go, oh, here's my space.
Yeah, you can use a dry erase. Well, actually, I would use a wet erase
And
marker.
we have body erase markers. I bought some just for Maddie Lee for the
Oh.
raffle.
I would like to add though, one thing that was really nice about the markers was that if somebody could ask me and I could say, oh, what's your number? And I could get them to wherever they needed to go just from that. I didn't know where you'd place them. I just needed to know their number and that was enough.
And
So,
they're cornered, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry too much about putting their name on it, other than, like you said, like a wet erase or something.
Yeah, that's all I was gonna do.
Yeah, just so that's something that can be reused, so we're not trashing, make there a bunch of trash. 28 vendors, and I think we had maybe 3 or 4 not show up. I thought that was really good. That's a really good turnout for this event. Because we've had years where we've had a lot less.
And it looked like all the classes were pretty well
Very well.
attended. I think everyone was pretty satisfied.
Do you want me to take care? You want me?
Do we have anything else?
I don't. Anybody else got anything else? I don't have
Any
anything.
questions on Welcome Summer?
Park is actually tentatively held for us right now for next year's event. And the cost went up $15. It was gonna be $215 for the park next year. We sell 5 more vendor spots, we're good.
I think we get it.
Yep.
So we had one vendor who did not show up. Well, he showed up and then turned around and left, decided that he had overdone himself. But he ended up sending us a letter this week. And, to me, and it said, greetings, I'm sorry to have bailed on the event. I overextended on Friday loading the van. I have learned I take too much. my knees and shortness of breath. Quote, please accept this check for your ministry. Two who volunteered get special thanks. Can give each 20 or buy cases of bottled water in their name. I budgeted this for a special use and this was special. I think you are doing a service and good deeds. I'm sorry to have missed next year. Please share this if needed. I am sorry for the inconvenience. Sincerely, George. And he enclosed a check for $200, which is what he had promised to pay for the help that wasn't good. I think that we might should vote on this position. I think the simplest thing is to do the cases of water. Restock our water, which got depleted by the festival anyway.
Well, there's still some around, but they did get depleted, guys.
Thoughts?
I agree.
Buy a couple cases of bottled water to put back in our cabinet, so we have them here. The rest of it go into our general fund to help cover some of our costs this next fiscal year.
And I can also, if y'all think it's appropriate, drop a note in the letter that I send out for post-festival follow-up.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since he said in honor of the volunteers.
absolutely.
So, anybody got any thoughts on that?
May you never thirst.
Maybe.
Indeed, absolutely. What?
Some of that shit.
Absolutely. I second that's how we disposition this money.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion carried. All right, I will take that check and get it deposited in the checking account.
Thank you, George.
Yes, thank you, George.
I believe that covers the background checks.
There we go.
it does.
Hey. Did you hear that, Ella?
No, I didn't. What was that?
Background
Believe that
checks.
covers our background checks.
Right there.
There we go.
$60 water.
I'm not buying $60 worth of water. Do you realize how many cases of water that is?
Hot this summer.
Do you realize how many cases of water that is?
That could be all the water for the rest of the year.
We also get like,
Yes,
Gatorade and
yeah.
iced tea.
Soak up any water.
We'll work it out. Don't make me with my khakis out of my khakis.
Um,
I'm blustered.
Since when you keep your car keys in your underwear?
Can we stop now, please?
All righty. Anything else on Welcome Summerfest, or we good with that one? We got a couple other topics on the agendas.
I think we're good with that. You got anything else, Mary Lee?
The only thing I have is if you'd like to be a part of the subcommittee or committee, has never the subcommittee, let me know. I can tell you when we're meeting. Typically falls on Wednesdays since we're here anyways.
Soon as my schedule frees up a little bit.
That's not it's not an obligation. We're all busy.
We also keep meeting minutes in the Welcome Summer Festival folder, which I believe everyone has access to.
Okay.
So you don't want to be a part of the committee, but you also are like, you know what? I got some free time. I'd like to help out the committee.
What can I help with?
Come
Boom.
check us out, or look in the folder and see what we talked about, and see if there's something that you're like, you know what? I got a skill set. I got some spoons. 'Cause that's the other nice thing about the ODU is you don't have to commit yourself to the committee if you want to just commit yourself to a project.
All right.
Next up, we've got just to check in on the driveway status.
Hold on.
Yep.
I do have something else too. I've had a community member.
Yeah. You don't have,
Yeah.
I need you here.
Yep.
You are not in senior class this year. I need you here. And you can talk to me if you will be at Live on Saturday.
Okay.
You're here tonight.
Okay.
So, had a couple community members approach and ask what they could do to help, and wanted to know what the board thought about having community members step up and sit on this committee with us They wouldn't have access to the money, they wouldn't have access to things they don't need to have access to, but they would be able to help us do things and get things done for this event.
Provide expertise, clean. I'm in favor of
I'm all
this.
for it.
Yeah. Well, here's the
Just
thing.
another volunteer category and one that doesn't really require
Well-
any skills.
Isn't
Well, and-
that what we've been looking to do is get more community involvement?
So I just wanted to see what you all thought. I wanted to ask before.
What are you trying to say, Ella?
I was just gonna say, you know, the thing is we were kind of talking how great Odoo is. If you want to bring them into some of the planning, you can create something in the knowledge base that they could access without
Exactly.
having to have access to our inner system.
Exactly.
So
We set
that-
up a project for, which we did. We had a whole
Yeah.
project set up for it this year. And I can grant access to that just like anything else.
Rock on.
Anything else?
Nope. I'll,
Alright.
I'll hold my pieces now.
Do we have any update on the progress on the driveway?
No. Because I don't know where else to turn, guys.
Okay.
I've gotten 2 different quotes and they're both about the same.
So
Because
It-
in here, we do when we do this, we have to put the apron on and we have to do the reinforced approach, or it will crush that
Sidewalk,
sidewalk.
and then the city will make us pay to fix the sidewalk.
Now, both of these businesses are willing to work with our group as what we stand for.
Our money's green.
Okay.
That's where
They're not being pissy about it.
no,
Okay.
our money's green.
What is the quote?
Around $20,000 for the driveway,
Both of them.
both of them.
This
That's
is not the company that,
that one of them's that company that wouldn't give me a breakdown. Most of them will not give us a breakdown because it's a standard driveway. I told them, I says, but I am trying to put this to a board and they want to know where the money's going. They can't just write blank checks, guys.
So we're looking at, so we've got multiple companies saying the same thing, which tells me that it might just be industry standard, which sucks. But then my next thought is, what can we do for fundraising then? How can we figure out fundraising for this? Because I've mentioned this a couple times. I've mentioned Solux, mentioned to you earlier, Castle. When we called out to the community, they came. I'm not saying we're going to get $20,000 in a month, but maybe we could start a campaign specific for this particular project, putting out updates, pushing for that particular goal. Because in specific goals seem to drive people more than just a hey temple project. Well, what does that look like? Right now, that looks like get us a driveway, right?
field is wide open for fundraising for whoever has the spoons to take on a new project.
Manny's better.
I want this in the meeting minutes that we should call it pave the way.
That's good.
I love it.
I mean, I for one am one who likes the thermometer, like the building things, so if there's a way that we could like build a driveway as we hit goals, might be that neurodivergent, you know, if we were doing,
We could have a little cement truck moving along the driveway and call it pave the way.
but that's more the semantics. It doesn't fix the
There's,
work of making the fundraiser.
But yeah,
Hey.
I agree.
I think there's a pre-made fundraiser we can use from Sister Act.
Wait, what?
I think there is a pre-made fundraiser we can use from Sister Act.
I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know what you're referencing.
You should see that movie first off.
Some of y'all are woefully undereducated.
It is an excellent movie about entering somebody else's wheelhouse and learning to fit in. And how to stand out in helpful ways.
Okay, let me try this a different way. Who here in this room right now has the extra time and resources to take on an additional large project?
That's correct.
Then this is not a discussion that is worth having right now. As much as we would like to, and it would be fun, we have some very serious stuff that needs paid attention to.
Next,
So, next item I have on the agenda is Panegyria article. Just make sure it's on the radar. I believe Castle has a essay to write by tomorrow.
Yes.
I have one to write by July 15th. We've got Mandy's doing the one for Maven August 15th. What's the one after that? We've been keeping it about a 4 ahead just so it's on the radar.
next one,
September 15th.
I'll go look and see if someone. Okay.
I wanna say Samhain.
Could be. Yeah, do that one.
Samhain is the next one, unclaimed.
Okay. Would anybody like to claim that?
Maybe. I'll try to get them.
I guess I'll take it.
Okay.
Alfred's gonna take Samhain.
Awesome.
Next one
I
after that,
look forward to that one.
Cool. I mean, you got a few months, but yes, absolutely. Just
I probably need
add
a
it
few
on the radar.
months.
Yeah. All right, good deal. Cool. So that's just more of having that on the radar. All right, next, the final item I have on the list is Guide Star rating stuff. Where are we at on that?
we're still right now at Silver Star and working towards the next step. More will be done in the next month towards that next step.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up for a moment just to be clear. I'm not trying to poo on the idea of a fundraiser. If we have somebody who does have that time and energy to take on a fundraiser for us, please step up.
Forward.
I just don't want anybody that we've already got stuff to get distracted because we can't scatter our attention.
I just wanted that name idea in the minutes, so it was
That
written
was a good one.
somewhere.
That was a good one. That was worth putting.
Is that something that having somebody who is part of the community but not on the board, not part of the coven, could
Yes.
do that? Okay.
There are all kinds of jobs that we are doing that could be done by community members. And that's part of why I've been spending so much time this year on building a better system to handle that. But yes, anything can be delegated. If you want to delegate something, you can. If somebody wants to do a job that needs doing around here they could come to the board meeting and say, here, I'd like to make a proposal to do this project for the church. I think is the normal way that sort of thing would be handled.
Yeah. Well, is there a way we could mention that somewhere that this is a thing we need done? And
We have newsletters and we have Facebook.
okay.
Y'all have access to. So we could put that out there. But that's also a project.
Yep. I just wanted to figure out, like, I definitely want to have a way to put it out there, just that, hey, this is something that if somebody has the spoon, the ability to do, we would love to talk to you about it, so we could do it.
Just put it
Alright.
on.
That's everything I have on the list. Was there anything else that we needed to add that we've missed?
Do we have any other business that we need to do for the board?
I don't believe so.
I don't know where it would fit, but I just want it to be on our radar, to re-look into getting our raffle, lottery, legal,
Thank you, Maddie. Bingo license.
Bingo license.
I don't know what steps is needed. I don't know how difficult that is. Um, but it's something that we've kind of danced around, but haven't fully committed. With how successful Welcome Summer Festival's raffle was, I feel like we're walking this very, very thin line, and I would like to keep our assets covered. Especially with the things that we've talked about with the changes in our society. We don't want to shine any lights on ourselves that could negatively affect ourselves down the road.
On the positive side of things, as a couple, anytime we've looked at this, it seems like an embarrassing process and would open up the door for us to be able to, things like hold a joint bingo night at Summerlands, or
It'll,
potentially have other big fundraising events that could help pay for a driveway.
That's what I was just gonna say, it opens up the door for more fundraising opportunities.
also with that being said too, went to, Bree and I went up to a drag show last month. And but they did their auction all on Zeffy.
Oh,
And we've already got that set up.
It was all out there, their whole auction was done on Zeffy.
And that's
They-
something we could consider for Welcome Summer Festival next year. You know,
Yeah, they could be there. It was a bidding thing. You go in and you bid. And then if somebody outbid you, you get an email, somebody outbidded you, you want to rebid.
That's basically how the Mother Church does auctions for their festivals.
could we do that for raffles easier, or would this be more big event type thing?
This would be more big event type thing.
but you know, it'd be a big fundraiser too.
Right. So, all right, just list.
It has been noted in the minutes.
It has not.
We have all been reminded. So yourselves reminded. I feel reminded.
All right.
Do you feel reminded?
First one to score the permit wins.
Looking now.
What permit was it? Because I missed in the wording. What was the permit?
It is it's a gaming license permit is
Okay.
what it's called.
That would allow us to do a lot more things, like we could even lottery off gift cards.
Does-
Lottery might be pushing it. We gotta make sure we follow the rules in the letter of everything before we start making stuff up. But
License permit.
they can get very picky about the details of what games are and are not allowed under these kinds of licenses. So
Any card games are not allowed to do these licenses.
And all right, I have a question about something like that. I mean, this may be a question for another time if we don't have an answer right now. I know at one point I had to get a license, or not a license. I had to get registered with the gaming commission myself for work related things, which I found out after the fact that basically banned me from gambling in the state of Michigan for a year. Does that affect stuff like that? Would that matter?
no, it shouldn't.
No, because
This is different.
this is for an entity to raise money.
There are 5 things that we must provide with the application. Signed and dated copy of the organization's current bylaws. Or constitution, including membership criteria, which is included in our bylaws. A complete copy of the bylaw or the organization's articles of incorporation that have been filed with the Corporations and Security Bureau if the organization is incorporated. The bylaws or articles of incorporation must state the purpose of the organization, which I believe we covered in our bylaws. The copy of the IRS 501c3. A copy of the charter or other proof of state or national affiliation if applicable. And a provision in the bylaws, constitution, or articles that all assets and real personal property will revert to local government or nonprofit. Well, that's in our I know that's in our bylaws.
That's in our bylaws.
So we have all of that easily and readily available. And
Okay.
I'm trying to find the fees.
There's, it depends on how much they're raising, there's, or how many times you're gonna do it, the fees. I do know that.
And what this would allow us to do what more like auction type stuff specifically?
Well, we'd wanna go the raffle application, correct?
Technically, we are running our raffle on a very thin line of, are we allowed to be doing what we're doing? So it would legitimize our raffle. But also open the door for other opportunities to do other things, like bingos.
It's a very inexpensive CYA that opens the door to more opportunities.
Because that kind of stuff could be fundraising events.
Yeah.
Right, that's what we're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, I like it.
Not doing nothing.
Do we need anything else for tonight? Questions, issues? Sure.
Nope.
Motion to formally adjourn,
Second.
all in favor?
I
Let's take it off a line.